good, YouTube? It's hot. But I'm gonna tell y'all why being cool being cool is fucking stupid, and you should not try to be it. And most of the people who are cool is because they're faking it because they probably always wanted to feel validation, or it's a position that's given to you from other people. It's not even necessarily your choice. Like, you don't decide if you're cool. You either fake it to be cool because you think that's what cool is, or people put you on a pedestal because you probably look like you don't give a fuck. And that's cool. But if you don't give a fuck, you probably don't have a lot of people that give a fuck about you. So you don't care what you do, realistically. Like, and I'm gonna talk from my experience of giving this pedestal that I never wanted. And people can say like, oh, I'm trying to look cool, but it's genuinely like I just do whatever the fuck I want. And people gravitate towards that and they treat you as a cool person. And there's so many negative effects to that because that shit does not matter, bro. Nobody's validation matters other than your own, about how you feel about yourself. You feel me? I don't do all this shit to be cool. This is what I want to do. I wake up and what I want to look like and dress and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the whole stigma of cool, I'm gonna keep doing this because there's genuinely cool people in this world. Like, oh, that's a cool person. But I'm talking about the fucking vain cool, like the popular kid cool, or the full designer fit cool, or shit like that, the fabricated shit. And why it's not even a position you should want to be, because since I was young, I've always been treated as like a cool person, like since elementary. So I have this full in-depth just fucking perspective of it, and it ends up in you being included for the wrong reasons, excluded because people think you're too cool, or they assume you're just always doing some shit, like you're not a human. Like, oh, that person's cool, so he probably doesn't want to, or they don't, so they don't even build a real relationship with you. Things like, you might meet people, or I might meet people because they think I'm cool, but then it never extends past that because they're like, oh, he probably wouldn't want to come because he's probably fucking doing backflips out of a fucking airplane or some shit. But I'm a fucking person who doesn't even want to be perceived like that, and I just be in the crib, like, talking to y'all. Now I'm talking to y'all, but I just be in the crib, like, shit like that. Shit like, oh, damn, like, I didn't know you had this thing going on. They're like, oh, yeah, I probably thought you were doing something already. Gang, what the fuck did you think I was doing? Why did you just say all this shit to me and then exclude me? Or why did I just get invited just to be here when everybody here who's acting cool, because they constructed this shit that they thought is cool by the clothes they buy, how they talk, changing their dialect? Like, I don't want to fucking be here around y'all, and don't invite all the cool people, because I don't even want to fucking be around all these fakers, you know what I'm saying? And when I say the constructed cool shit, it's like there's people, and remember, I'm talking from the perspective I've just been treated differently my whole life, like since elementary. Like, thank God, right? Like, it's a better position to be in, but ultimately, it's really not. Like, you just end up excluded and included for the wrong reasons. So it's like they just put you on a pedestal, bro, because of how they perceive you and like what they assume you do and what they assume you care about. Like, people share certain information with you that they think that you would want to hear. Like, why are people telling me about the bitches they fucked? If I had $1 for every male that told me about the bitches they fucked, or the most craziest drugs they did, or the fucking most their fucking wardrobe and shit, I wouldn't have to do shit for a living. But it's because they think they had this idea of cool, and they put me on this pedestal and try to get validation from me. But I don't even care about being cool. And they think this is how you get validation. But when most people fabricate that shit because they were younger and they were like, damn, like I didn't have no friends. I was fucking, you know what I'm saying? I was on some nerdy shit. And the nerdy shit are really the actual cooler people because they're more human, because they're not faking it, because they're doing what they want to do, bro. That's the whole crazy shit. It's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up, right? But so it's like people try to fabricate this image of what they perceive as cool because they might have never felt it. Like, let's say, and it's really just the insecurity in putting on a mask. And I can say that again from the perspective of I've just always been treated differently since I was young, and now I'm 25 plus, and I have a better perspective of it, and it's just fucking stupid, bro. You don't want to be cool, bro. For the young bulls, for the older people trying to be cool, trying to fabricate this version of themselves, just be yourself, bro. For real, just be yourself, bro, because that's all you can be, and you'll find better people that way, because that's what it's all about, bro. Being human is about having people and community and building yourself and just being a better person for yourself. And you don't get that by fucking going and buying fucking chrome hearts and fucking a Lambo, like or doing drugs or talking about bitches to people, because you're like, if he knows I had so many bitches, like that would be so cool. Like, it's stupid, bro. I just want y'all to know, for real. I want somebody to understand that this shit is stupid. Don't worry about being cool. Be yourself, yo. Be yourself, and don't even worry about gaining people through image. Like, it's the dumbest shit ever. But so, yeah, let me elaborate on these people that fucking fabricate this shit, right? Because there's people that fabricate it, and there's people that are just given this pedestal. I'm one of the people that's given the pedestal, and I don't even want it, but I just capitalized on it and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to like know so much about me and fucking just want validation from me. All right, cool. I'm gonna pour my art and my part out, whatever. And yeah, come look at this cool shit. But I'm gonna talk about how it even affects that, right? Because when people think it, they'll think also things like, oh, he's cool, he doesn't need my support, he probably has hella supports. Or like even with women, like they will assume some shit out of you because they think you're cool. Like they'll think like, it's dumb, bro. It's like you get chunked into a fucking, or my perspective, you get chunked into this fucking big like group of people who are just trying to pretend to be something that doesn't matter, and that they don't know how to be humans, because at some point they felt invalidated or they felt less important than, and they saw these people getting treated like this because everybody's just a fucking sheep, right? So it's like, let me get back to that. It's like people who felt a ways about themselves, right? And they see these people that are cool people getting all the attention, and it's the wrong attention, actually. But so they're getting this attention, and they start to believe, oh, if I start doing shit like wearing certain clothes and spending my money certain places and be seen with other people, then I'll finally feel important. Gang, it doesn't even make sense. Like, and like, it's like, it just ultimately comes from a place of insecurity, bro. And the type of shit that it breeds with your interactions is so stupid. Like, all my genuine friends, we can speak about shit like this because it's just a pedestal that we've been given, because we actually just don't give a fuck, because we're not given a fuck about by many people that should be caring about us. So we just move in a way where it seems like he's doing whatever he wants. Well, games, because what else would I do? Because you're willing to be a black sheep in your family community, or because you don't have a family community. That's literally it. But yeah, bro, it's like, just stop worrying about that shit. You get just stupid interactions, people that feel like they have to share certain things with you because that's what it consists of, but it's like, it's just all vain shit, and like, it's fabricated, bro. It's like people that felt like I said, let me finish it because I'm just rambling. But I think y'all like when I just ramble. But it's like people who felt lesser than, right? They grow up wanting to be seen, felt important, validated, and they think the way to do that and gain friends or whatever the fuck attention is by doing what the masses give attention to. And the masses don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. It's like a bunch of zombies, bro. And so they fabricate this version of themselves. That's why you see so many pictures of these people that they look way different when they were younger than when they were older. Like they don't even, and people from their past life can be like, bro, why is he acting like he never acted like that? Because they have now fabricated a version of themselves that they made to be included and get validated, right? And they do that through either what they wear, what they consume, the areas they go to, the people they associate with, and it's all these other people who are just insecure fuckers who just fabricated versions of themselves. And so now they're just all enabling each other because all at some point they were insecure. And they do shit like be that like nonchalant guy. Some people are naturally nonchalant. Some people are faking that shit because they think that's what cool is. You feel me? Like it's so backwards, bro. And I can give you this perspective. I told you, bro. You feel me? And it's like you're not even dealing with the real them, because they're just like, in my perspective, they're just telling me shit that they think I want to hear. And I know that because I never tried to be cool, but people assume that of me, that I give a fuck about that, and you care about certain things, and you just get surrounded by a bunch of vain people, a bunch of people who care about the wrong shit. Like, you should care about, literally, like I said, bro, care about bettering yourself. Care about finding out how to live a life where you can do whatever you want. Care about building genuine connections with people who don't care about vain shit. Build real, meaningful connections with people based on conversation, like emotional depth, bro, understanding, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there are those people out there, but there's way less of them, bro. Like, I do all this shit, right? I look this way, gang, like, and I don't even say that to boost myself up or anything, but I understand how I'm perceived, like, amongst different crowds, bro. I just understand it by different age groups and whatnot. But when you really talk to people, and the people that are really willing to just speak and learn you, they'll be like, oh, you're different. Yeah, because you thought something of me. And then based off how I look, or based how, you know, other people perceive me, and now we're here because you took the time to actually understand me, and you realize this conversation that me and you are having, we don't actually give a fuck about what it might look like. We care about, like, it's like you can't even really get to know who's really a real human, damn near, bro, because they're so infatuated with being important or validated or included that they never focused on fucking becoming a real person. And then there's just these fucking places with all these people who are doing trendy shit, doing trendy drugs, with shitty fucking health, shitty ass social skills, shitty fucking concerns, fucking shitty ass like habits, because that's what everybody else is doing. I've seen people start doing drugs past the age of 20 to be included in shit, gang. If you haven't done drugs before the age of 16, bro, you really shouldn't even be trying any fucking drugs, bro. And if you're doing drugs before the age of 16, people would think that shit is cool, but it's because nobody gave a fuck about what you were doing, or you were decided to make yourself the black sheep so bad. That's it. See what I'm saying? Like, there's people that dress and act a certain way, and as soon as they get home, they don't act that way at all. because they're putting on a front to get some sort of validation from people that all give a fuck and are trying to put on a front. And it's just a loop of shitty people just feeding each other. And I hope you can hear what I'm saying through this video, because it's really, I just think a lot of people try to be accepted and validated when it's really, it's not important, bro. There's so much more about your inner self that you should be working on, like your fitness, bro, just becoming a better person, bro, building meaningful collections, for real. And that's really just all it comes down to, like, with this life shit. Building something for yourself that can last, whether that be a professional career, a creative career, building health, and building people that see you for who you are. Because at the end of the day, that's literally all that there is. You should not be trying to rebuild yourself to be included, because you're just going to be included by a bunch of people who want to be included. And what the fuck are y'all doing, really? Y'all are all just doing fucking cosplay. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people like me, because I'm not that unique or individual. I'm a human, right? Then there's people like me who get put on this shit and don't give a fuck about any of that. And then people assume you just don't give a fuck. And they don't include you and exclude you and whatnot. Or you just get there and decide like, oh, this shit is stupid, and you don't want to be a part of it because you realize it's a bunch of people doing cosplay. You know what I'm saying? And the result, like I said, you get excluded. You get people that assume what you care about. Like, it's like, and then I guess like to put examples to it, it's like, yeah, bro, like I'll have interaction with somebody. And also, I guess there's pros to it too, right? You get to see people for who they really are when you have naturally been given this pedestal. But it's probably just because, I don't know, like I don't know why I was given this pedestal for real. I have no idea. It was just given to me and it allowed me to get this insight. And since a young age, just be around these certain groups where it's the cool people and it's a bunch of fakers. And then there's a few people who also given the pedestal, and y'all realize that that shit is just lame. That too cool shit, that is a real thing, but it exists for the people who are naturally given it because they didn't even decide to. They probably were just giving a fuck about less, so they look like they don't care, and people think that's cool. And I know I'm saying that shit a bunch, but it's literally like that's the whole problem. Like, so I'm trying to emphasize, it's just stupid, right? And I was saying, yeah, like, they probably just weren't giving a fuck about, like me, when I was young. And so you just look like you don't care. And they're like, oh, not caring is cool. Like, if you look at all this shit, like, all the fucking rockers and fucking rappers and all this shit, they just don't give a fuck and they're embodying the shit. And that's what people think is cool. Or doing bad shit. Like, I could tell somebody the most fucked up shit I've done, because I've done some fucked up shit because I'm not a perfect person, and they'll like me more for that. Or then they'll share terrible shit they did that's not even in line. But I'm like, gang, you're what the fuck did you just share that? Like, that's some shit you don't even share with people. Like, why are you telling me? Like, it'd be shit like I'd be at work and it's like, gang, why is this grown ass man telling me he's cheating on his wife? Because he thinks I'm cool and I'm not gonna judge him for it. I would be like, nice, bro, you get bitches. Like, gang, you're a terrible fucking person. But I only give that I was only given that insight because of what they think of you. It's all about just what they think. And you shouldn't give a fuck what anybody thinks, bro. So I'm just keep emphasizing you should not care about being cool, bro. Just be yourself. Just fucking be yourself and work on being a good person and building meaningful connections, bro. And the whole shit is a scam. And if you're around anybody that actually cares about vain shit or image, everybody should care about their appearance, honestly, because you need to be presentable in whatever field you decide to deepen yourself in life for your benefit. So I guess that's a little bit vain, but it's really just more caring about your appearance and understanding where appearance gets you in certain rooms. And if you have good communication skills, like I was talking about in my other videos, because that's the most important factor. Because you can look like a fucking, like, just like how I look kind of crazy. I understand that. But my communication skills and my actual skills can help you surpass that. But if you're worrying about being cool so you can be included in shit, I'm gonna do this for the thumbnail. Included in shit, then you have shit backwards, bro. Doing thumbnail game. But yeah, I just ranted, bro. I think y'all like when I rant though, for real. I'm gonna put the word cool in the middle of this. I'm not doing some ooh shit. But yeah, bro, just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Be a good person. Be good people. Not that there is good or bad. Might do the next video on that. There is no such thing as good or bad people. It's just what you do. But cool people don't exist, bro. There's good people out there. A good person is a good person. Because they probably worked on themselves. But at the end of the day, everybody's in this shit for themselves, bro. And don't give a fuck about being cool. Because there's all these people in there for themselves and they're doing cosplay, bro. Like I told you, I just have this perspective. Because fortunately, I was given this fucking perception of me since a young age. And I've just seen all this fake shit, bro. Drugs are not cool. Just because you wear designer, you're not cool. Because you do, like, if you think, like, bro, if you think that shit's important, you're fucking stupid. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't care about it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro. Rant. The title of this video, like, being cool is not that cool. Being cool is overrated type shit.